Art is too important not to share. Welcome to the Allie and Callie Artcast.
Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie, and we're with the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. And I love the way she always says Arts and Culture Alliance, because it just highlights
the arts and culture.
And culture.
We like both, but I
do.
prefer the arts, I think. No, that's not true. I love culture, too.
I'm
just
glad.
Joking.
Because culture is so important.
It is.
It's important to the arts.
It is.
Yeah.
Explain it.
Okay, I will.
Bring it.
If we didn't have culture, we would not have the arts.
I know, that's true.
Because
it all started way back.
It did. It starts with
Roman
people
history.
And their way of life,
Yes.
and then they bring the things that are important to them into the arts, and that's where we get the arts.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could go on and on.
We could.
I took art history in college with Sister Mary somebody. I don't remember her name. But anyway. Well, what's new with you, Allie?
Well, my grandson is 18 months old now.
Holy Moses.
And he is a little pistol.
Yeah, well, he should be.
He is walking now and into everything.
Yeah.
And he's so stinking cute. I cannot stop kissing him.
He's adorable.
He is.
He's got a kissable face.
And he's getting to the point where when I walk in the door, he doesn't, do the shy thing. He looks up and he goes, and a big smile.
He's happy to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I know your time is coming.
So close. We're so close. I mean, we're months away, but it feels so close.
Yeah.
It's been the longest pregnancy of my life. I mean, I've had two of my own.
How quickly we forget.
But I feel like this has been the longest pregnancy of my life. When is she going to have my grandbaby already? Good Lord.
Can you imagine what she's thinking?
I know. Well, it'll be exciting. And
it will be exciting.
I'm very excited for my little baby girl.
And at least you won't have a baby during COVID.
No.
Because when Hendrix was born, my first look at Hendrix was through the window at the hospital.
Right.
They wouldn't let me in.
Well, I don't know if we can still be in the hospital. I don't know what the rules are. They're still a little tight right now.
Are they?
Yeah. But there's now RSV and there's all kinds of stuff going on still.
Yeah.
There's
RSV,
always stuff. So
TPS.
I don't know.
KHQ.
STU.
There's everything. I know.
We got it all.
Right.
Oh, we try to make light of.
Which reminds me, I got my fourth shot, my second booster.
So
and
did I.
my flu shot at the same time.
So did I.
Had no reaction.
Me too. We're healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So
we're sitting once again at the chamber, looking out at the beautiful lake, and we are very excited to have Yvonne Johnson.
Yes.
Who is the executive artistic director at the Spokane Community.
Spokane Valley Summer. Spokane Valley Summer Theatre.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I had to correct her.
I got the executive artistic director.
You did. You got one part right.
Yeah,
she did.
Yes, Spokane Valley Summer Theatre.
So welcome.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you, and you've been a huge part of this community for many years. But tell us a little bit about your background and your background in theater and how you became Yvonne Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that.
Big
intro, Callie. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
That is a big intro, but that's okay.
Well, I guess a little background about me would probably start maybe with where I'm from and education. So I was born and raised in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And my first degree, my bachelor's, is from Carthage College. And then I went on to receive a master's degree in contemporary theater practice from the University of Essex in Colchester, England.
Nice.
And actually my production manager is there right now in the same program.
Love him.
Colin Pittman, that everyone knows very well.
Side note, he's a doll.
Oh,
He's a
he
doll.
is,
A
and
sweetheart.
he's one of 2 Americans that was selected for the program. So I'm very proud of
oh,
him.
that's so cool.
Yes. And then after that, I made a decision whether I was going to receive an MFA in directing, terminal degree, or a PhD. And I decided to go on for an MFA in directing, and that was from Minnesota State University in Mankato.
Wow.
And I did a lot of freelance directing before that time, especially in the Midwest area. Then I did some work in London, off West End, up at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. It was a real treat to be able to be there. And then when I came home, I ended up working at Climb Theater, which is outside, it's in the Twin Cities metro area of Minneapolis, St. Paul. And worked with Climb for several years before coming out to Washington State. And so then I've been in Washington State since 2005. Took a little hiatus for a while. I was in New York for 6 years, managing talent there, before coming back during that time as well to start SVST, which was in 2016, was our first inaugural season.
Wow. That is cool.
And the rest is kind of history, which I'm sure that we'll talk about more.
Right, for sure. What is it that got you to come out west?
Originally, there was a national search that was done for the Spokane Civic Theater. And they were looking for an artistic director. And they did like I said, national search. They had about 120 candidates. I was the one that was chosen for that position. And then when I came to Civic Theater, I found out that they were unfortunately really in the red.
Whoops.
Yes, and they were about $250,000 down.
Oh, boy.
And the board told me I had a year to turn the Civic Theater around before they were going to turn it into a parking lot.
It's crazy.
And they didn't tell you that before they hired you?
No, they didn't until I got there. When I
wouldn't take that job.
I moved all the way from the Midwest.
That's crazy.
Didn't know a soul in the Spokane area, but the Spokane Civic Theater had a really long history throughout the country as a community theater, and I truly thought I could come in and help them. So over 8.5 years of being at Civic Theater, we tripled their operating budget. We went from $450,000 to $1.25 million.
Wow.
During that duration, and really did some beautiful work.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You're really good at raising money. I will
Thank
say
you.
that. I
know,
love
we
that.
we would like to take notes.
Yeah, I love that. I had the honor to work with Yvonne during one of her summer seasons. I did Into the Woods.
You did.
And it was
fun.
such a great show. And
What part did you play?
the baker's wife.
I would have guessed that.
It was a beautiful show, and just a really what was great. It was definitely a cast of all ages, and we were at which high school? I forget.
We were at Central Valley High School.
Central Valley, and which they let me just say, those Spokane Valley, they have some nice theaters.
Do they?
Yeah, the
Yes,
high schools.
thank you, taxpayers.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness! I mean,
Of which I am one now.
yes, exactly. They have some really beautiful theaters, and it was a great space to work in. And she brings in great costuming and sets and it's top notch. I mean, you can say it's community theater, but it's not. You're semi-professional.
Yes.
So-
I mean, it's professional theater because everyone is paid.
Everyone is paid.
Oh, wow.
So it's not community theater
Right.
anymore. And was it ever community theater? I don't know.
No, that wasn't a part
So-
of the mission. So it was always to, begin to bring those professional standards to the area.
And you also do amazing workshops, and they always sell out fast.
They do.
With the kids.
Yes.
Oh,
What do you-
fun.
This is
What kind of workshops?
Well, we established a conservatory program. So throughout my life, this is the third time now I've established children's programming from grades kindergarten through 12. So I founded 2 academies. One was at Carroll College in Waukesha, Wisconsin, my hometown. And then the other was at Spokane Civic Theater. And then now we have the conservatory, which is the arm of SVST. We always
Right.
called
Yeah.
SVST. And it'll be the future arm as well in that educational component for Idaho Central Spokane Valley Performing Arts Center.
Which I'm very excited about. I'm sure you're over the moon about.
We all are. That's for sure. Yeah. But programming, yes. So anywhere from kindergarten all the way through grade 12 and then college too. So it's workshops, it's classes. I have an entire curriculum that's developed for play in a week camps for children.
Wow.
So by the end of the week, they're able to put a production on. So they have their classes, they do their rehearsals. These are scripts that often I've adapted throughout the years, but by Friday, everybody gets to see a performance.
Wow.
It's important for children to work through to those goals.
I agree. I
And
think
this
that's
is all in
amazing.
the summer.
All in the summer right now. But when the pack is built, then we'll be year-round. Everything's year-round.
That's awesome.
Classes,
Yeah, and so
workshops, programming.
you
all
guys, did you break ground? You did break
We
ground.
did. We broke ground on August 13th.
That's right.
And it was a beautiful sunny day.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes,
so tell
it
us
was a very
more.
special day.
Tell us more about this Performing Arts Center.
Where do you want me to start?
Oh, well, how did you get there? How did this happen? This is so
Right.
exciting
How did it
because
happen?
we need more performing arts centers,
Yeah,
and the
for
fact
sure.
that you have in such a short amount of time got to this point, and the support that you've gotten and the financial, how did you do this? Yes, it's amazing.
Well, I should probably start with saying it may seem like a short period of time.
But it's taken
I was
many.
going to say, I bet it's...
But it started about 17 years ago.
Okay, there you go.
So, yes. So when I moved to this area, in general, I thought, where's the Performing Arts Center for
Yeah.
the community, the
Right.
entire region? And to be clear, with Idaho Central Spokane Valley Performing Arts Center, it is a regional facility. I mean, much of our support is actually coming in as well from Idaho. Obviously,
Wow.
Idaho Central, it's the
Yes.
credit
Right.
union,
Right.
and other significant donors. We have the Coeur d'Alene Tribe and Casino Resort Hotel that has just recently come on board, and then a lot of donors and patrons that are part of this project as well. So really, it's a regional facility, and I just always want to make sure that's clear.
Oh,
It's just
that's
how
awesome.
in Spokane Valley, of
Yeah,
course,
right.
too. Yes,
Yeah.
it's regional.
Which is great.
But I guess when you look at the start, so about 17 years ago, one of my dear friends, who is our building chair as well, that you know and you've worked with
Yes.
before, is Daniel Griffith.
Yes.
And Dan is an incredible architect and friend and actor in our theater company and great leader. And throughout all these years, I would speak to him about the need for a performing arts center. And bless his heart, he always listened to me. Whatever project we were working on. And so I started, talking to Dan about that. And I said, here's where I see the needs, and here's the importance, and here's the difference between a theater and a performing arts center, because there's so many more components to a performing arts center. So the discussion started then. But then, as I said, different years went by. I was at Civic. Then I went to New York. I was there for a total of about 6 years. But during that time, I started to have families, friends, people would call, and they said, is there any chance you'd come back? And they said, we all need you. The kids need you. We need that launch pad that you always provided for children as they're moving forward, looking at colleges, looking at universities, to have that next step. And of course, mentoring has been a major part of my journey. Whenever people ask me, Yvonne, what's your greatest success? It's what I've done to help others.
Yeah.
It's those children and those students seeing what they're doing today. And that's so important to me personally and to the mission of our organization, which, Callie, you've seen, throughout the years. So
Yeah.
we have professionals that are part of the organization that, that are working in music, for example, whatever areas. We have those professionals, like Callie coming in as an actor. And yet we have people in high school and college that we're training up so that they're ready to be able to take on those professional roles, and so that they're getting those internships at college and at the university.
Right.
So in 2016, we started off at the Central Valley High School.
Right.
During that time, we continued to grow. We had ups and downs with the HVAC system.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
remember that?
Yes, I do.
When we first started, we were able to do a 3-show summer season. And then it was really 2 and then 1, and then we switched over to University High School at that point, and then we were back to 3 shows, and then COVID hit.
Oh boy.
And
The
then,
dang COVID.
yes. And then we were the first theater to be back in 2021 with the regional premiere of Little House on the Prairie.
Right.
And Kelly was, you were part of all this as well. We were outside at Center Place in that heat that we had.
106 degrees. I was singing.
Oh boy.
I'll never forget it. It was like an out of body experience. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
did I
sure.
sing? Did it happen? Am I done? It was the hottest I've ever been. It was great though. People are so supportive.
They were so supportive.
Yeah.
They were thrilled to be out. I
Yeah.
think you were all thrilled to be with each other.
It's
to
great to
perform.
be singing. Always
Yes.
great to be singing.
So we were outside.
Yeah.
And then it was just pure torture with the heat and the smoke.
Oh yeah, and
the
then there's smoke.
and so I made a call to our superintendent. He's wonderful. He just retired, Ben Small. And I said, is there any way that we could come back inside when Governor Inslee said that, we could take the masks off. And we were able to be in that time period, that window that was only about 6 weeks before the mask mandates for Washington State came back in as well. That was a big comeback show for us to be back. And the governor also gave us a wonderful Luminary Award.
Right.
That we
that's
received from that production for, being a light during the pandemic. And of course, for us, our motto has always been about love and light, and to serve with love and light is a part of our mission. So I guess if we would go forward from there, you probably think, okay, so then what's next?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've been very, very blessed and fortunate to have very dear friends that have been with me since the beginning. And they said, Yvonne, they're true angels on this earth. And they have always been supportive. And they asked me, they said, well, Yvonne, what do you want to do next? With everything that was going on. We were so busy. I said, Chris, Dave, we're doing as much as we possibly can do at this time. I just don't think we can take anything else on this summer. But Chris said, if there were no barriers, what's next?
That's great.
What would you want to do? And I said, build a performing arts center.
Ooh.
Hey y'all, it's Jason from Tubbs Coffee Roasters. We are North Idaho's specialty coffee roaster. We are homegrown and we are local. We love coffee and we love our community, especially Allie and Callie in ArtCast. We have a retail space in our roastery in Hayden, and we can also be found on the shelves at Super One and Yokes. And if you like to buy coffee online, we do offer subscriptions. You can find us at tubbscoffeeroasters.com. Support arts and culture and your local roaster. That's all.
So, you've got the Performing Arts Center. You've got your wish.
Yes, received the wish to talk about the Performing Arts Center. So from there, we started to look for land. And of course,
That's got to be hard.
It was not easy to find commercial property, that's for sure, especially in the valley. I had always wanted to be along the river.
Right.
And some of the places that have influenced me the most throughout my life, my Camelot is the Stratford Festival in Stratford, Ontario.
Oh, wow.
And it sits on the upon the Avon River.
Yeah, right.
And it's just beautiful. So I was hoping that we could get something along the Spokane River, of
Yeah.
course. And we're close. We're very close where we are, and we can see the river, and we can see the Idaho mountain range and Mount Spokane. We found a perfect 5-acre parcel that's on 80 acres that's under development right now in the Marabou Park Point. So we're near Center Place, and we're right next door to the wonderful True by Hilton is our neighbors next door. So it's 5 acres. And some people have said, well, why do you need 5 acres? Well, for us in the valley, we like to park for free.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much everybody likes to park for free. But we don't always get to park for free. But that's nice.
But part of that vision, right, is looking at that building and what the needs would be. And Chris and Dave and friends said, Yvonne, you lay out the plans. So I did. I mean, literally was sketching out the floor plans for all 3 levels of the building. It's a 60,000 square foot facility.
Wow.
We have 300 parking spots. The building itself sits up upon about an acre, and then there's a good acre of green space, which also has a beautiful plaza that's out front. It has an English-Irish courtyard, which is perfect for even small gatherings and weddings outside. It's important that when you come to the theater or to a performing arts center, it's an experience. So the minute you're coming off of Mansfield and Mamer and you're coming into the parking lot, you should be able to park your car and walk in, walk by the plaza, the beautiful fountain in the front, come through the front doors, get a glass of wine, get whatever you'd like, enjoy the lobby, and then you'll see your main stage show or your studio performance. And then also on the 3rd floor, we have a special events facility.
Perfect.
And yes, so in looking at a performing arts center, a PAC in general it means that it has multiple theaters. It's multi-use.
Right.
So for us, we really saw a need, especially in the Valley. There's not many places that you can have an event that's more than 200 people, 250 people. So the entire 3rd floor is all for special events.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and that's part of when you look at your business plan as well, right? So it can't, and I think the pandemic has taught us that as well, is how can you diversify? It's almost like your personal finances as well. You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
So, where are those different income generators for you as an organization? And we also, during this time as well, we started 2 endowment funds. So those are already, fully seated, invested. They're already making money for us. So
That's
one
great.
is for the overall operation of the building and to support the building and that infrastructure. The other is for the Conservatory Scholarship Fund. And that's to make sure that if there's families that are in need, truly, I don't want cost to ever be a barrier for children to be able to come to classes and camps. Because often income is that barrier.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so it's important to have those financial resources that are ready for those to be used.
Right.
That's great. How exciting.
Wow, I'm so impressed just by, there's so much detail and so much organization that goes into something like that you were, maybe the dream was 17 years, but it does feel like Callie is right, that you pulled it together pretty...
The last couple of years, you've been working your buns off.
Well, there was a silent phase to all of this that you do when you're running a capital campaign.
Yes, of course.
Before we went into the public phase of the campaign. And I think what's most important to note on this as well is we have a team.
Yes.
And everything that you see, SVST is a team unto itself. It's a family. Many of us have been together for almost 2 decades.
Right.
And that's the leadership of SVST and the culture that's set within our organization. And then from there, we have an entire village of people. And I often refer to both. So there's the internal team of SVST and then the village. Which includes absolutely everyone, our patrons, our supporters, our community partners. And that's what it takes.
Right.
So, but when you look at leadership, for example, we're at the right time, the right place with those that have been involved in the organization, that we cross everything from creative to production to technical to fundraising. Our advisory council is about 40 members. Yes.
I know. It's amazing. She's got a team.
Yeah.
When she came and showed me the pamphlet I was like, well, this is like a amazing brochure, and the pictures and everything. And I was like, there's me. I'm in that. I'm in the brochure.
You are.
Yeah, I'm in the brochure. And just like the layout of the theater, and I think that was one of the first brochures, so I don't even know. It's probably changed.
You saw the very first one.
I saw the very first one.
Wow.
And I'm sure it's changed a little bit, but just the renderings alone, the fact that you'll have rehearsal space, you'll have a black box, you'll have a theater. How many seats will the theater have?
Yeah, that was
So the beautiful main stage theater seats about 475, 480
nice.
in there. But I always like to tell everyone that the patron experience is what's really important, right? And people don't like to sit in small seats. So our seats on average are 3 inches larger than most theater seats that you'll be in. Ours are 22 inches wide. The rows are about 4 inches wider than what's common. So it's really it's a beautiful space. It's done in a cherry wood veneer. It is the more classic red seats, but they're very, very comfortable in that space. In the studio theater, it's a true studio theater. So it has its own independent catwalk system, which often you do not see
That's cool.
in this area. And that'll seat between 175 and 200.
Oh,
it's a
wow.
flex space.
That's a good size.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And then special events on the third floor it depends on, how seating is, what the demands are, but anywhere between about 350 and 400 on that space.
And it
as
looked
well.
like your lobby is going to be huge, that you'll have refreshments and, maybe gallery space.
There is full concessions, bars, and there's 2. So one that serves on the main stage side and then the other on the studio. And then we also have, I've always wanted this, and it's a balcony on the second level where you can look down to the first level.
fun.
And then that has its own little bar and seating area. And so you can look down onto the first floor, and then you can also look upon the beautiful donor wall. And the donor wall will feature the really top 100 donors to the project, as well as the advisory council that has been a part of this project from the beginning. That is holding the entire capital campaign together.
Right.
So we have just a great team on fundraising. We have Georgia Oxford as our capital campaign manager, and we have the incredible, the dynamic. What would we do without her? Dr. Marnie Rohrholm is managing director. So so with them, myself, the entire team, we're already just about halfway to goal on the building.
And what is the goal?
Well, it went up a little bit because of
everything's
that's
gone
going
up.
on.
Yeah.
So our total goal now is $48 million. So we're getting there. We start in January with year 3 of 5 of the capital campaign, and we will make it.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. So the ground is broken and we're underway. We'll be in the building the summer of 2024. So
Oh my God, that is so cool. We have to go take a tour.
Yes.
Yes, you will have to take a tour.
Yes.
Most definitely.
And you'll have
And
office
Callie will
space.
be on stage.
Oh, yes, and Callie will be on stage.
I was just going to
Of course
say,
she will be on stage.
I want to sing the first high C on that stage. If I can still hit it. I'm just kidding.
It'll be you and Andrea, and Darnell,
I
and
know,
everyone. You'll have to.
We'll hit the high C's together. Yeah, that would be fun. Maybe I'll do the splits. She can hit the high C. I'll do the splits or something else. I don't know. Anyway, that's exciting. So what do you have coming up? I know you have a Christmas thing coming up, so we want to make sure that we promote that.
Thank you.
Yes.
So next up is a big band Christmas. And we gave it a try last year, and this is an incredible piece that's been entirely created by Andrea Olson. And Andrea and I, Andrea's been one of my leading performers in over 25 productions now. now throughout the years. And so Andrea is putting together as our music director and lineup of 22 big band songs. We have 17 musicians and we have 18 singers for that. Even Santa makes special appearance during a big band Christmas.
Yay.
Yes, and we're at University High School, so just a reminder there. And it's December 16th, 17th, and 18th with a matinee as well on the 17th. So it's only 4 performances, and it's selling very well as we're going into the second year of doing a big band Christmas.
So tickets are on sale now?
They're on sale now at svsummertheater.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds great.
svsummertheater.com.
Yes. And then you have your season for next summer selected. Tell us about that.
We do. So we're starting off with a wonderful classic that I don't think anyone's seen in the area for a while.
I don't think so.
And you'd know why, because the rights are very expensive.
Very expensive.
For it.
One of the most expensive shows to get the rights for.
It is.
Guess what it is?
Mary Poppins.
No.
42nd Street.
No.
It's some Disney thing.
No.
Idaho.
Greece.
Wow, fun.
It's super expensive.
Right.
It is.
Such
It
a
is.
fun show.
A fun show. Everybody's looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I directed it last about 10 years ago, and I thought it's time for us to do this show. We did the classic Newsies,
Which was
this
right.
last
It was so
summer.
good.
Yeah, Callie, I know
loved
Callie
it.
and Stu went to see
I
that.
loved it, and I had not seen that show before, and I
We had a
loved it.
great group all together, and of course, Angela Pearson choreographed
It was the
Newsies.
best.
It was out of this world.
Yeah, it was
and
really
she knocked
good.
it out of the park.
Yeah, that was the best choreography I'd seen all year. It was the best. Oh, well, in years actually.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was really good.
Make sure you tell her.
I did. I wrote her a nice little note saying that was phenomenal. But yeah, Grease is a fun one. You know, I played Sandy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, back in the day when I was young.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I could see you playing that.
I was
Callie.
Sandy a long time ago.
We may have to do a Grease sing along for those of you that
Yeah,
have
for the
done it
oldies.
throughout the years.
For the oldies.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
oldies but the goodies.
Yes.
But what else are you doing?
Then we have 2 regional premieres coming up
Which
next.
is so fun.
Yes, and we like having those regional premieres.
Yeah, that's fun.
So we're doing Steve Martin's Bright Star. Mm-hmm. So a lot of great bluegrass music.
Oh, fun.
Yes. And then the season finale is going to be Escape to Margaritaville. So that's Jimmy Buffett's
Yeah, right up
musical.
my
So a
alley.
lot
Jimmy
of fun.
Buffett.
Not Jimmy Buffett so much as the margarita part of Margaritaville.
Well, we're at the high school, so
We
you can't have any margaritas.
Maybe you could have like pretend
Maybe
margarita,
just before
virgin
and
Margaritavilles, virgin margaritas, virgin Margaritavilles. That's different. I don't know what
That's
that
a
is.
good idea.
Just pretend drinks, but that's fun.
It's hard to believe that's going to be the last summer at the high school,
and that's the last
before
one.
we go into.
And I
our
bet
new
you already
building.
know what you want to do at the new theater, but you can't say.
I can't say everything's in process,
Of
but
course.
I think but part of that journey is we're going from being a summer theater to year-round programming.
Which is so exciting.
nice.
So yes.
So how many are you gonna, when you are in your new facility, what is your plan? How many shows do you think you would like to do? And are you only doing musicals?
So many wonderful questions.
I have so much to say.
So I guess I'll tackle first. No, it won't only be musicals.
Oh, yay.
So we will diversify and have some plays as well.
Fun.
The studio theater probably will host most of the plays in that space, and the main stage will mainly be the musicals. But we may have a play out there
You
as
never
well.
know.
Right. So because of our tradition with SVST, we certainly want to continue to honor that.
Of course.
So we'll still have our summer programming, and it'll be our summer series.
Right.
But we'll be looking at 8 main stage shows throughout,
great.
so to go year round, and then 4 in the studio. And then hopefully that'll still provide some opportunities for some other groups throughout the community that are really in need of a house, at least for a show or 2. It could be some of the dance groups.
Yeah.
Right.
Like to be able to have a performance facility like ours to perform in. Inland Northwest Opera, for example,
Yes.
may have a show that they'd like like to have come in. So it just depends on what we're able to do with timing. But we certainly, where we can, will be hosting some of the other groups throughout the region.
Does SVST, are you the manager of the theater?
We are.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are the manager. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Hey ladies, have you heard about NIA yet? Hi, I'm Marilee Wallace. I'm a proud board member of the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance and owner of NIA. That's short for the North Idaho Alliance. We specialize in leadership development specifically focused in connecting women to programs and workshops and the network to educate, empower, and enrich their lives. Our goal is to make positive impacts in our community while helping other women in North Idaho succeed. Next up is our Women of Impact Leadership Roundtable series and our Women with Cool Jobs event. Those are both kicking off in the fall, so I hope you'll look us up. You can find us on Facebook at Women of Impact CDA or just give us a call at 208-660-1557. Go out and make it an impactful day.
And we're back.
Okay.
So, Allie, you had a question.
Thank you, Callie.
I'm in a weird mood. I'm in a weird mood. I apologize.
So I just wondered, will you have office space in this facility?
We will.
Also?
So I'll share some of those other spaces. So when you come in through the vestibule, that'll be the main office downstairs. So there'll be offices there. As far as the box office, we'll have our general office manager, business manager down in that lower area.
Right.
And then also the main stage, the green room is there, the dressing rooms, there's a rehearsal room, and the scene shop are all on the lower level. When you get to the second level, there's another set of offices, a meeting room. We have an entire music wing corner that I'm really excited about, to be able to offer a recording studio, a large practice room, a small practice room.
Nice.
And then there's a little room that's really for maybe just 2 people to be able to do some rehearsing, but that worked out. We also have a star A and B dressing room, which can also double if we have, for example, a wedding in, or a speaker, or someone who needs some additional space and some privacy in those areas. The costume shop is on the second level.
Nice.
Yes.
So dance studio? No?
There is.
There is.
The rehearsal space will have a sprung wooden floor, and that'll be the dance studio space.
Great. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. See,
with ballet bars at both adult and child level.
Super.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That'll help a lot.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. To be able to provide those classes.
That's what we need, more spaces to rehearse, places to practice and study and rehearse.
Well, enough about this awesome place, because it sounds amazing, but I want to come back to you.
Oh, there you go.
Because I understand that you just won the 2022 Governor's Arts and Heritage Award in Leadership.
Thank you. Yes, it's a great honor and joy and privilege to receive that. That's for sure.
That's really
a big deal.
Really cool. Have they already had the ceremony, or is that coming up?
The ceremony is actually on Tuesday.
On
The
Tuesday,
Governor's Mansion will have a luncheon with the 9 recipients of the award for this year, and so we're looking forward to that. So some of the staff and my board president and treasurer will be going over on Monday night.
Awesome.
That's really exciting, and what a great tribute to you and all the work that you've done.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And to have that recognition. I mean, I realize that, it's not always just you, that it's just like you said, it's the village and the team, but it takes a leader to make all that happen, and you clearly have done an amazing job.
Thanks, Allie.
Well, it is wonderful that you have been recognized for all your hard work. And I will say, Yvonne has been nothing but kind and loving and supportive. And it's been a joy when I've worked with her. And I've only worked with her really 1 or 2 times. So, and I've worked around.
You get around,
And you'll be
girl.
back.
And I'll
Because
be
there's
back.
plenty
Right.
for you to
I
do.
know.
And I'm looking forward to
I
that.
know. I just need more time in my day.
Right.
And I know. After
Yes.
Italy, I'm free. Italy's on
Yes,
my
you
mind.
have a big trip
I
coming
got my
up.
big trip.
Yes,
yeah,
you do.
but I'm excited.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
But this is
Well, I'm thrilled to meet you.
Yeah.
I've heard about you,
Yeah.
and it's just so fun to.
Thank you. You as well.
we're just impressed by what you've done and what you've accomplished and your team. And if we could just take a little pinch of that and bring it our way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we need a performance space too. But
We do.
I mean, if it's regional, I know, but I think it would be nice to have one on this side of the state line, just because there's so much art happening.
There is a
And
lot.
There is, but look at all the support that's just over the border.
I know,
coming in.
which
so that's
is
why
awesome.
it really is a regional
Yeah,
performing arts
which is
center.
very
so we
cool.
can share.
Well, I
Yay.
love that. Well, we'll let people know.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
will let them know. But this is very exciting, and we can't wait to see it.
I know. I can't wait to see it. It
It
sounds,
looks beautiful.
it
The
sounds
renderings are
amazing.
gorgeous, so I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It really is stunning. It's
Yeah.
a contemporary building, but it still
Lots
has
of
its
windows, gorgeous
beautiful
arched
windows,
windows.
all the light that you could ask for.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna be
Wow.
neat.
Well, what an awesome accomplishment.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, thank you so much for visiting with us and letting us get to know you a little bit better.
Well, thank you
Yes.
for having me. This was a
Absolutely.
treat to be here with all of
Yay.
you in Coeur d'Alene.
Absolutely. Well, we're so glad that you could come and spend some time with us, and we look forward to seeing the Big Band Christmas. Don't forget,
Yes.
get your tickets.
That's right.
Tell me the website one more time.
svsummertheater.com.
Yes, get your tickets. It's
Yep.
on December 16th, 17th, 18th.
4 performances only, so don't wait.
Yeah, don't
That's
wait.
right,
Get your
don't wait.
tickets. And
Yes.
David Brewster's conducting.
David Brewster's conducting.
Oh,
He's
fun.
fabulous. He makes
Awesome.
me nervous. He'll know what I mean if he ever listens to this. I had a hard time with a song with him once. He'll know.
Okay, we're going to sign off now because we need to get Callie a glass of wine.
Anyway, thank you so much, Yvonne.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's a good time. It's always a good time. So,
And I'm Allie.
and I'm Callie. And whatever you do today, make sure it's creative.
The Allie and Callie Artcast is a program of the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance and is sponsored by NIA, North Idaho Alliance, a women-based leadership organization designed to inspire, uplift, and impact your community and lives. And Tubbs Coffee Roasters, globally sourced, locally roasted coffee.